weeping silently into your burly chest. Hi, Glenn Kirschner. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Steph.
Not a good morning for America, is it, this week? Quite stunning.
No,
Yeah.
no, we're usually, running around complaining that pissants like Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene are still running around defiling our country. And now we have a not-so Supreme Court trying to claw back the constitutional rights of women. This will not stand.
Tell us what you mean by that, because we talked a little before you came on about it just, because I think we're all still trying to wrap our minds around this whole concept that women are going to be forced to give birth. Talk to us about that for a minute.
Yeah, I don't believe it's legitimate for a handful of, basically old, rich, mostly white Supreme Court judges, justices are going to dictate that women must carry pregnancies to term against their will, against their judgment, against their autonomy, against the decision that they may have made in conjunction with the man who also has a stake in it.
Yeah.
It's not woe is us, the white males, but it really does affect everybody. I don't view it as a legitimate decision of the Supreme Court if it's handed down for a number of reasons. First of all, if you look at the confirmation hearing testimony of the justices who we believe are about to revoke the constitutional privacy rights of women, they all lied. They may have lied creatively and cutely, right? They may have used their purdy words to avoid saying what they truly believed in their hearts and in their minds, that Roe was wrongly decided from day one and we will revoke it if confirmed. But that's what they all believed, and they lied about that. Look at the words they used: Kavanaugh, Alito, Coney Barrett, Gorsuch. And think about this. Look at Alito's confirmation hearing testimony in his zeal to get to the Supreme Court. And then look at what he wrote in, I believe, the first sentence or the first paragraph of this leaked draft opinion. He said, Roe was egregiously wrongly decided from day one. I didn't hear you say that during your confirmation testimony. You lied. And Steph, we created this monster, as you just read. People are really upset with me that I say we created this monster, because they're saying, hey, I didn't create this monster. Yeah. I didn't vote for Republicans. I certainly didn't vote for Supreme Court justices. But here's the thing. You probably did vote for Democrats. And the Republicans and the Democrats have been in office while our rights have eroded and now are at risk of being revoked. So we, including anybody who voted for Democrats who were in office during this period of time, we created this monster. I put myself in that category. And the way we created this monster is by abandoning the rule of law, right? We let, for example, Mitch McConnell violate the Constitution by saying, I know the Constitution says the Senate will provide advice and consent on Supreme Court nominees. I'm not doing it. That's a violation of the Constitution. So Merrick Garland should have been directed to take his rightful place on the Supreme Court and then let Mitch McConnell run into federal court and say, no, they can't do that. Every flippin' judge who tackled that question, Steph, would have said, listen, Senator McConnell, you're the one who's violating the Constitution. You have no leg to stand on. Either give them a hearing and a vote, or you're not going to be heard to complain. We let this happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to spend a lot of time going back, but who would have done that? President Obama? Who would have?
Yes.
And what would?
I'm not criticizing the Obama administration, but you can't give in to the political terrorists. They can't say, we will not give you a vote on a Supreme Court justice.
I couldn't agree more, Glenn. I guess what I'm asking, what would have been the mechanism? Is Obama would have just said, I'm appointing you, and then that goes to court? How would it work?
Here's the mechanism, and you have to take both
because they may do it again. So this is an important question.
Here's the mechanism. The Obama administration would say to Mitch McConnell, you have 30 days to hold a hearing and give my nominee a vote. And if you refuse, I will deem that you have waived your constitutional prerogative to give advice and consent, and I will tell my nominee to take his or her place on the Supreme Court. Then the ball is in McConnell's court. He's got to run to the federal judiciary to try to put a stop to it, and he would lose. Now, the result, Steph, I predict, is the federal judges would order him through a writ of mandamus to do his job and provide a hearing and a vote. So still the nominee may not be confirmed, but this is how you fight with both gloves off.
Thank you. And you're absolutely right. It's like coulda, shoulda, woulda. And now here we are. So I was just reading polling that a majority of Americans now are for expanding the court. So Democrats, let's go. They've used every tool necessary, right? Because what do we do now? I mean, here's the other headline. Senate Democrats tee up likely doomed vote on protecting nationwide abortion access, right? Because, you know, of course, Susan Collins is not going to be good to her word. She already said she's going to vote no because something's in it that she doesn't want in there and blah, 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 right?
And Steph, these are political calculations. And listen, hold a vote. That's fine. Put everybody on the record. These are political calculations. These are not legal calculations designed to save our democracy, because what a legal calculation designed to save our democracy would look like is actually indicting Brett Kavanaugh for the lies he told during his confirmation hearing in his zeal to conceal the truth from us, get on the bench, and revoke women's constitutional rights. If you prosecute him for those lies, or if you hold Clarence Thomas accountable for his deeply unethical conduct of sitting in a case and trying to bury evidence against his insurrectionist wife, if you assert the rule of law, then you're not feeding the monster. You're actually starving the monster. I don't want political calculations. I want the rule of law to be asserted by the people in a position to do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, of course, they're focusing on the leak on the right because, you know, they're terrified of the political consequences. But as many legal experts have said, there's no crime. There's no crime here. You said it's lovely Chief Justice Roberts announced an investigation into who leaked the draft opinion revoking women's constitutional rights. How about you add an investigation into Justice Thomas's deeply unethical conduct of voting to bury his insurrectionist wife's misconduct? Thank you. And again, as everybody has said, there's no crime here. The thing that Ted Cruz is out there saying, I hope somebody goes to jail for a long time. I mean, the latest speculation, based on Wall Street Journal reporting, is it's someone on the right. So let's see if they're still going to call for prosecution if it turns out it's someone trying to lock in those conservative votes, right?
Yeah. The leak is beside the point. And isn't it horrific that somebody else is making the decisions for the Supreme Court about putting this information into the public square? Kind of feels like a violation of the
privacy.
Supreme Court's right to privacy, and yet look what they're doing to women.
Like they had no choice, Glenn. It's weird, isn't it?